Got another box of Spydercos in today. I was pretty excited about these. The one knife I've been looking at ever since I started getting into Spyderco, 2 or 3 years ago. And the other one I think is just really cool. I mean, who doesn't like, tomahawks, hatchets, whatever. So this is the Genzow Hatchethawk. Pretty sure it's made by Council Tool in North Carolina. It's made in the USA. It's comes with this pouch. It shows made in USA on the tag. Nice zippered pouch. With this leather sheath, it looks like it's, you could put it on your belt, or there's eyelets for draping it, maybe wearing it around your neck, or packing it onto a backpack. Kind of a nice setup. It's a synthetic handle with an aluminum core. You can see the aluminum inside there. I read there's not too much of anybody showing this thing in use. There's one guy like chopping some stuff inside of a garage, but I'm going to use it. I've been into throwing, I got that GI Tanto and I was throwing the heck out of it. I know this is a little bit more expensive, but if it throws well enough, I'm sure my son's going to want one. I'll buy another one. I mean, a lot of these are meant to use anyways, but you can see where it says Genzow. His name's Martin Genzow Design. Made out of 5160. They put a nice satin polish on it. It does have like a, if you look, kind of like a convex edge on the end. It's pretty sharp. I was slicing printer paper with it yesterday, and that's not the design purpose, but it is relatively sharp. There's a few different grips you could use, if you're going to do some fine woodwork with it. Very nicely done. A lot of guys on the forums were complaining. Old timers were. I went on the axe and hatchet, threads or on blade forms, and I want a piece of hickory. I get it. If you're out in the middle of nowhere and the handle fails, you can always, put a piece of hickory or something to replace it. But it should be pretty strong with the aluminum core. This head shouldn't come loose. We'll see. Spyderco's got a good warranty if it does. The only thing I want to do is I want to look into some kind. I know they make leather guards for axes and hatchets that go here. I want to look into something for an overstrike, and it is going to be hitting. I'm probably going to be missing a lot when I'm throwing in the beginning, maybe for something down here also. But I just thought it was really cool. I've been looking at it for a while now. So it did go up in MAP a little bit. I think it was 170. It's 189 now, because the 2020 MAP is 30% off MSRP now instead of 35. Talks about, his design. It's the multifunction tool, and he's taken the best pieces, of design philosophy of the classic axe with the bearded head, hammer pole added for utility. So I guess it's got a little bit of design of a couple different things into it. I'm not much of an axe hatchet guy. $189 MAP is pretty much everywhere. Talks about, doesn't say Council Tool, but I think they're the only ones in North Carolina. It says right here. Yeah, this city in North Carolina, USA. So, and I guess their specialty is 5160. And I looked at a bunch of different high-end axes. There's a few from Germany. I forget the name of it. And from Council Tool. And they're all up in that range of 150. The hatchets, really good hatchets. 125 to 200 bucks, depending on where you're getting it from. I don't know if this is going to compare. I don't know if it's made just for collectors or not. I know when they were coming out with it, I saw Sal talking about he was throwing it all the time. So it's just going to be something I'm going to play with. And I will probably try to make a video of me throwing the thing. I don't know how that's going to go. It should be interesting. This leather sheath's very stiff, brand new, which is pretty normal. It is a nice setup. So the Genzow Hatchethawk. And then this one is the Proficient This is basically the high-end version of, it's designed by the same guy, Chris Claycomb of Bushcraft UK. He designed the Spyderco Bushcraft, which had a saber grind and 01 tool steel. This is S90V and carbon fiber. It's got pretty much the same handle. There's a couple videos out of GP knives where they show the Bushcraft and this one together, and this is pretty much the same. The big difference on the, like I said, is the other one's more of a spear point. It's got 01 and it's got a, you know, a totally different grind down here, like a Scandi grind, whatever they want to call it. Well, this one's a full flat. So the other one goes much wider to the tip. This is going to be better for food prep all around. You know, it's not going to be something you're going to go beat on with a baton through the heaviest woods. But this is one of the most comfortable handles that I've felt yet. I mean, it's nicely contoured. You can see it. The carbon fiber is beautiful. It's perfectly done. There's no, I mean, Tai Chong really does a good job on this stuff. And this thing is just razor sharp. It's almost hair whittling, you know, even with that geometry, that blade geometry. It's grabbing the hairs as I'm, you know, going across them. So just a stellar, the edge bevel looks clean all the way through on both sides. You know, the tip looks symmetrical. I mean, this is a nice knife. This is one I've been looking at for a really long time, and I just decided, hey, what the heck. It did go up also in map. There, Amazon, you can still get the last year's map. It's $318.50. All the other vendors are $343 now. Yeah, that's high, but if you look at any of the other, I mean, this is approaching a custom knife, in my opinion, with the materials used. Is it carbon steel for, you know, no, but it is high-end steel. That's S90V, and these are high-end carbon fiber handles. Something similar like a Gunny Hunter or, you know, something from Bark River. You're going to get $270, $300 with liners and a good carbon fiber handle with, you know, CPM 3V or CPM 154. So it's not out of line, you know, for the price. But, you know, that's completely personal depending on what you want. Shows the maker's mark there, obviously the spider hole. So anyway, I just wanted to show both of these. This one is a little bit lighter too than the Bushcraft. It does come with a leather sheath, which I'm not completely impressed on. It's got a belt loop here in the back, and it is ambidextrous. There's a liner inside, if you could see it. I don't know if you could see it or not, but there's like a plastic liner. You know, the knife goes in about that far. It's not bad. I'll either have my wife make me one, or I'm actually thinking about maybe getting a Kydex done for it. But I mean, it's nice quality. I just don't know about the design. You know, it's not, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. So anyways, the Genzow Hatchethawk and the Spyderco Proficient Fixed Blade. This is carbon fiber and S90V, and this is 5160 tool steel with a polymer handle and an aluminum core.